All right, all right. It is Monday, and you know what that means. It's a fun day. It's time for Money Madness with yours truly, Gene Marlo Davis. It's all about how to make money, keep money, protect money, and grow money because it is your money. Listen, I am so excited, guys, because listen, we've been in the lab working. We got a lot of things happening, doing some new things, excited about the projects that we're putting out. Most excited about the release date of my book, which is coming up September 29th. I am a wealthy woman because I refuse to be abused. And today we're going to talk about, can they see it when I put it right there, babe? Can they see it good enough? How can I get them to see it good enough? Okay, you know what? Don't even worry about it, Bruce. I'll hold it right here. But I'm going to talk about the awesome process of becoming an author. We're going to go do it at the commercial break because we're going to go to commercial break. The awesome process of becoming an author. We're going to talk about that today. Just give you, the encouragement to get out here and write that book, that story, your story, testimony, advice, whatever it is. We're going to motivate you today to get it out there. You're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Gene Marlo Davis, every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be right back after this commercial break, and we're going to go ahead and hit hard. I'm an author, y'all. I'm an author. We're going to make it happen. I'll see you in the commercial break. All right, we are back. Money Madness with yours truly, Gene Marlo Davis. All about how to make money, keep money, protect money, and grow money because it's all your money. I'm so excited to be here. Today's show, we're going to talk about the awesome process of becoming an author. And this book that you see right here, guys, The Wealthy Woman book. Let me just tell you something. It took me 9 years to write this book. 9 years, but not really 9 years. Now, why I say it took me 9 years? Because I started on this book years ago, and basically life happened. Life came in the way, bad relationships, death in the family, loss of property, going through a divorce, things of that nature, just things happen in life that I wasn't in a good place. I wasn't in a good place to share what I learned about finances, what I learned about taxes, what I learned about wealth creating, what I learned about being whole in your singleness, what I learned about making sure that you could take good care of yourself regardless of being with someone or not. And so I went through a lot. And I wanted to make sure that I be true to my book. I wanted to make sure that the message is heard and I'm in the right place at the right time, doing the right things with the right people. And so basically, God bless me. It's been 6.5 years, married to an incredible man, a very supportive man. Some of you guys have already seen Bruce. Those who don't know, he's the Bruce. Bruce. He is my love. He is my honey bunches. He's my friend. He's my ride or die. He's definitely my assignment and who God assigned to me and I assigned to him. And I tell you, it's just a blessing. And when love heals all things, guys. Love, conquers all. And when you have love with someone who truly want to make sure that you achieve your dreams, you achieve your goals and whatever God has placed on your heart, what happens is, guys, there's a fusing, a coming together on one's dreams, goals, aspiration. You're looking at, how can I help this person? And they're looking at how they can help you. And you're looking at the mission. What is our mission? What is our goals? what do we want to leave, our inheritance to our children? What empire are we building? And so I always have had a voice. Of course, I mentor, I coach, I love speaking and teaching, and but I am also a writer. I love to write. It started out with me doing poetry and just doing my journaling, but I have so many ideas in me. And when I got married and I told my husband about this idea, this book that I had, and I had to scratch a lot of it out. I had to start over because, here's the thing. When you grow, your message change. I guarantee you, if I redid a part 2 of this book in 2 or 3 years, the message is going to be a little bit different, but also when you heal, the way you give your message change as well. And so with going through some healing and meditation and personal development and connecting to the source, God Almighty, a lot of my message has changed. A lot of my message is about healing. It's about information and inspiration. It's about things that as women, we need to learn. Because of course, we grew up playing with doll babies and, we started off thinking about house, husband, babies, things of that nature. The man is playing with his toys and his cars and his building blocks and things of that nature. They're two different focuses, right? And so this book, it kind of reminded me of when I spoke to Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, when I spoke to him years ago, what really stuck with me is he said, we are multimillionaires together, talking about him and his wife, Kim. But he said, separately, I'm a multimillionaire, and separately, she's a multimillionaire. But we're both multimillionaires. And I think that stuck with me, that I wanted to make sure, regardless of whoever I married, God blessed me to be with, that I was self-sufficient and he was self-sufficient, and together we're self-sufficient, not looking for someone to swoop in and save me and pay all my bills and I just sit around and not do anything. I knew that when I got married, my husband was going to have a partner, that I got big dreams, big goals, big aspirations. That's just like how it is. If he would have married me at 20 or 30, it might have been a different program. I probably would have just been a stay-at-home mom and birthing all these babies in the world. And then in turn, I still probably would have been an author. I still probably would have been doing little workshops and things of that nature, because I still have a dream. So today I'm talking about the awesome process of becoming an author. And one of the first things you need to do, you got to find your voice. What is your voice? What is your passion? What is your dream? What is the story that you want to get out? And you really, really got to sit down and think about it. Think about what you want to share. What is the message? Who is your target audience? Okay. What do you want to deliver in the package called a book? What are some of the takeaways that when you put in that book, when somebody reads your book, what is one or two golden nuggets that you want them to remember? That's some of the things that you want to focus on when you find your voice, when you begin to write that. I have a different process when it comes to writing. I have to write in the book. I'm old school. I like to feel the paper. You hear that? The ruffle of the paper. I like to feel the pen in my hand. Now, I'm not like the guy in Misery that I got to have a certain type of pen to write with and things of that nature. But I do need pen and paper. And I'm one that I write and then I go type. I write and then I go type. And I used to write the whole story first and then go type. But now I found it easier for me to write a chapter and then go type the chapter and then come back and write it in the book. I just found it easier for me. It flows better. I'm not one of those ones that can just type the story. Maybe if I concentrated that way, I could, but it's just something about me seeing my own writing on the paper that helps me to find my voice, to be able to tell my story, to be able to share the purpose when it comes to writing a particular book. I have so many books in me. I'll share a little goal with you. I'm 50 years old. For those who don't know, I turned 50 March the 4th of this year, 2021. By God's grace and mercy, I hope He give me 50 plus more years. And one of my goals is to write over 50 plus books. That's my goal. And so when I think about, guys, listen, you could actually, if you could really write a book in 30 days. So 50 books, that's really nothing. I said 50 plus books, because I'm going to tell you that leads me to point number 2 when it talks about the awesome process of becoming an author. Whatever your goal, know what your goal is, right? Like, how many books do you want to leave as a legacy behind? Because this is you. This will be here after you're gone. Like, it just tickled my fancy. It makes me feel so good when I see my children reading the book, the grandbabies reading the book, my friends are reading the book, people I don't know. Hey, look, I just ordered my book on Amazon. I just ordered on Barnes & Noble, Xulon Press. I'm just so very grateful. And you know, guys, look, when you get the book, when you go to Amazon.com, or you go to barnesandnoble.com. You can go right now, guys. It's right there, available for pre-order. barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com. You can go to Xulon, press.com. And Xulon is spelled Xulon, press.com. Go there, look this book up, guys. Listen, when you get your book, do me an awesome favor and take a picture of you and your book so I can feature you on our website. I'm just so very eternally grateful and thankful. But you could really, as I said, back to the point, you could really write more. Let's say that if you wrote a book, and maybe it can be too much, but let's just say there's 4 quarters in a year, right? What if you wrote one book a quarter? That's 4 books in a year. That's 12 years is 48 books. Is that correct? Is my math right? So in 12 years, you could have written 48 books. My goal is to write over 50 plus books. I should just say over 100 books, just for kicks and giggles. I should just go and say 100, shouldn't I? I'm going to say 100 books. My goal is to write over 100 plus books. I'll say that because there's going to be books and programs and short books and ebooks and things of that nature that we're going to put out. And so you can write a book. I saw this movie. It's one of my favorite movies with one of my favorite actors out there, Keira Knightley. She played in this book. She played in this movie called Colette. Okay. And in there, she was an author telling her stories, one of my favorite stories, but he would have her to write 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. He had her, the people that work for his factory, he called it a factory, the book factory, they would write 4 hours a day. Can you imagine how many books you can pipe out in 4 hours a day, especially when you understand, you know, what do I want to do? Do I want to self-publish? Do I want to hire a publisher? We're going to get into that when we come back from this commercial break, okay? You're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. And we're talking about the awesome process of becoming an author and holding your baby in your hand. Look, go get this book now. Amazon.com, barnesandnoble.com. Xulon, Xulon press.com. It officially releases September the 29th. We'll be right back, guys, after this commercial break. I'm free, I'm free, I'm finally free, I'm free, I'm free, I'm finally free. Listen, you can do anything you want to do as long as you believe in. and you're ready to receive it. And that's the most important thing. You have to be ready to receive it. Hi, I'm Jean Davis. I'm the founder and CEO of Tiffis LLC, as well as TWC, Tiffis Wealth Creators. Listen, I remember years ago, I was a single mom struggling with 4 kids. I was abandoned with my 4 kids, guys, over a friend house, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know where I was going to stay. I didn't know how I was going to survive, but I made a promise to myself. I said, God, if I get out of this situation, my children will never have to worry about money again. They'll never have to worry about being in a situation. So I pulled myself up by my bootstraps, guys. I found a mentor. I found a coach. I found someone to help me to become financially free. And guys, I thank God for mentors. I thank God so much for coaches, because guys, my mentor, my coach helped transform my mindset so I can attract wealth. And guess what? I became the first millionaire in my family, and not the last. But I'm here to help people who are struggling, people who have been in the same situations that I've been in. Whether you're a single mom, single dad, you're a teacher, you're an accountant, guys, you're a student, you're a mother, you're a father, whatever you're doing. Maybe you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe you're looking for time freedom. You're looking for money freedom. You want to know how you can brand yourself. You want to know how you can build your business. You want to know how you can have, be, do anything. Well, guys, listen, what I want you to do, I want you to go ahead, click on the link below. I want to invite you to a community of winners, a community of wealth creators, doctors, lawyers, teachers, business owners who are learning how to build their business on the web. They're learning how to be audit proof in their business. They're learning how to become financially free. They're learning about automation. And guys, they're learning how to brand themselves. And I want to show you what I did and how you can be a part of a strong community and become financially free and have time freedom, money freedom to do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it. So my name is Jean Davis. I am a wealth creator. Listen, go ahead and click on the link below. Click on the link below so we could go ahead and get you started and help you become a wealth creator too. I'll see you on the other side. Take care. All right, we are back. You're watching Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Malo Davis. Listen, we're talking about the awesome process of becoming an author. Guys, it's I can't even really explain the feeling of being an author and having your book in your hand. It's still like somebody was asking me the other day. I can't even explain it to you. Like, is euphoric. That's all I can say is and then to see your face on your book, to see the title of it is an awesome process of becoming. It gets you in rooms, guys. It gets you in rooms. And I'm talking about just giving you some tips of being an author. And one of the things that I was talking about before we went to break, like, how many books do you want to put out there? I said I was thinking about 50. Then I said, you know what? I'm going to say 100 plus books I'm going to put out there, because I'm like, if you wrote 4 hours a day, man, you can pop out books like crazy, especially if you don't work a job or whatever like that. But if you work a job and you 2 hours a day, think about that, 7 days a week. That's 14 hours, right? 14 hours a week times 4. What's that, like 56 hours, somewhere around there, that you can write a month? Come on, you can really put some real hard work effort into getting your message, your voice, your story out in the marketplace. And once you do that and really stay focused and don't give up. I tell people that it took me 9 years to get this book out. Not took me 9 years to write, of course, but just from things that I was going through physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, that it took me some time until I got into a happy place. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this book, because I remember when I lost my mom a couple of years ago, I had read the first chapter of this book to my mom, and my mom said, Jean, you need to, let me make sure you can see that. She said, you need to make sure that you put this book out. That's what she told me years ago. And before she passed, I just told her, Mom, I'm going to put this book out. And I made a concentrated effort. I stayed focused. I said, you know what? This book will get out here. And there's going to be many other books that follow. But it's my love letter to women. It's about telling my story of being abandoned. I was married, very, very young, got married very, very young, had 4 kids. And guys, I tell the story of being abandoned with 4 children, left over a friend's house, trying to figure out, oh my God, how am I going to take care of these children? What am I going to do? Trying to get a roof over my head, get food to eat, clothes, trying to get just clothes on our back. It's utter ridiculous. When you read the first chapter, what happened, anybody would go crazy. But I made a promise to myself that I never, ever, ever, ever again will allow myself to be abused like that. Never again will I allow myself to be in a place where I am not financially savvy, that I don't have my financial IQ raised up, that I don't have my finances together, that I'm out of debt, all my needs are met, that I have plenty more to put in store. I made a promise to myself that that's what I was going to do. And when I started to do the research on what happens when a woman get divorced, how 7 out of 10 women end up on the poverty line, guys. Barely can make it, man. It just really blew my mind. And I break it down I tell you the statistics. I break it down for you. And it just really blew my mind. And I know it's going to blow your mind when you read it, right? And the story is not about, we're not bashing men for my brothers out there. We're not that. I'm happily married, boo. So my king right here on the camera recording. This ain't about that. So I want to make sure y'all understand, because I love my husband. You don't love your husband? What's wrong with you? I loves mine. And so, it's not about that. I want to make that perfectly clear for the brothers in the back of the room. I want y'all to hear me. It's not about that. My voice is educating women. That's what this book is, educating women, okay? About finances, about being a partner. We ain't talking about, oh, I'm a boss babe. I don't need no man. I don't need him. I don't need him. No, it ain't that. No, we keeping it real. Yes, we do. We need them and we want some. Okay, they say you can live with, sometimes you can live with them, and sometimes you can live without them. Hey, we want the black man, we want the white man, the Jew man, whatever you prefer. We want you. We need you on that wall. We want you on that wall. Okay. Look, babe, we use words like honor. Let me stop. My Jack Nicholson. Okay, so we want a good man in our life, and so this book tells my story of my pain becoming your gain. Then it goes into teaching about increasing your financial IQ, what it means to increase your financial IQ. Then it goes to talking about mentally and spiritually and physically and financially, emotionally. It is a great book. I'm a wealthy woman because I refuse to be abused. And when you have knowledge, wisdom, understanding, guys, you're healed mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally. Hell, you're going to have the right relationships when it starts with who you attract in your life, the friendships that you're going to have, the partnerships you're going to have. Because when you are healed and you're not walking around with a bunch of stinking thinking, you're not walking around with hurt and pain and holding on to unforgiveness, you're going to always be used and abused. And oftentimes you're going to find yourself in a place you don't want to be. And that's what this book talk about, guys. Is my road to total prosperity. My road. And I'm telling you, get this book. Men, you got daughters, you got a wife, get it for her. And then, hey, you need to read it too so you can know what she's reading. I'm telling you, this is for every woman, every man, boy, and girl. You need to read this. I might have my husband to do one for the brothers, but I'm telling you right now, you want to find your voice. And then once you find your voice and you get your book out there, guys, make a decision of, do you want to self-publish versus having someone else to publish? My publishing company, Zulon Press, they published our book. Man, I got to thank Valerie. Valerie, you watching out there? I'm going to have to hit you up. Let me make a note, contact Valerie, because I still don't think Valerie know I got this book out here. A good friend of mine, Valerie, she told me she had put her book out. I got her book. And she told me about this because I was like, are you self-published? She said, no, I don't have the desire. I don't have the desire. The process that I went through with these publishers, let me just tell you, it was easy like Sunday morning. To have a team that I didn't, all I had to do was give them my book, right, babe? Give them my idea, my story, give it to them. To have someone to go in and edit it and proofread, and you go back and forth to make sure it's right. Have someone to go in and create the binding and create the everything, to write the press release, man, to get your ISBN numbers for you. What else? It's just a lot. The process in itself to get it copyrighted. My book is copywritten, man. Hey, to get the whole process done where you yourself don't have to do. Print on demand. I don't have to be selling it out my book out of my car. Hello. And one of the things that made me, like I said, it's up to you. One of the things that made me think about having it master distributed, having a point of distribution, being able to have someone else to distribute it. You know, I didn't want to buy myself another job. I know some people today, because they think about money, they think about, I want to keep all my money to myself. I want it all to myself. I don't want nobody else making nothing off me. But people are, when you go get that book printed, you got to pay for the printing, the binding, all that stuff. You're going to pay for that. You got to pay for your books. And somebody get a book, if you have a website, right? You have a website that you say cleverly, well, I'm going to create a website and I'm going to have people to order from me directly. Well, you still got to be able to order so many books, and you, my friend, going to be the one mailing it. I don't have the time nor the desire. I got spoiled with the word distribution. I got spoiled with the word system. I got spoiled with the word team. Together, everyone achieves more. And I remember my mentor years ago said, imagine you found someone to distribute your book for you. Okay? And your book costs, you say $15. And they say, for every book sold, you're going to make $4. Imagine you got it in Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Zulon, everywhere anybody can order your book. Hey, even Target, on Target. Imagine selling 1 million books, mass distribution. You don't have to go and sell it out your car, print it, bind it, go to the post office, stamp. I don't have to touch it, boo. And you sell 1 million copies, you don't make $4 million. Man, powerful. That's when I said, I'd rather do that. I don't care about the other $11. They can have that, because I guarantee you, I haven't met too many people sold 1 million books out of their car. I haven't. But I met a ton of people who don't sold over 1 million books on Amazon, on Barnes & Noble, on different places like that. I met a ton of people. And now, of course, you know, with self-publishing, some people do it on Amazon. I know Amazon and other third party, they take 55% of for binding and all that stuff, but I don't know the process of itself with the editing and proof. Do they edit and proofread it or what?
You got to do a lot of your own.
You got to still do it. Mm.
Yeah.
Because you help someone do a book, right, on Amazon. I'm talking to my husband now, guys. So you guys are privy to the conversation. So you help somebody on Amazon. I mean, you help somebody on to put out a book, correct? And so how did y'all get it edited? You had to edit it. And then what else did you have to do? What do you mean? Oh, you had to put it in a specific, okay. Let me put this here. So you had to put it in the format that they require. Specific side, this, that, and the other. And did you have to tell like what size book you want and print and double space, this, that, and the other, cream or off, right? And you had to choose everything. It was a lot of work, right? It was a drawn out process. See, listen, it's already, huh? You had to make the cover? Are you playing game? You had to make your own cover. Somebody like, I'll go to Canva. Okay. But anyway, no. I don't have time like that. I got a lot of books that I got in me. And I just simply don't have that time or desire. So, weigh out the pros and cons and everything. Weigh out the pros and cons of being a self-publisher. Weigh out the pros and cons of having a publishing house. I did not have to do anything but upload the book. And then they sent questions. They helped with my bio. I had to answer some questions, which helped them to do the backup on the back of the book. What you say about on the book. It helped for people, what they put on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Zulon. It helped questions I had to answer to help with the press release. Questions I answered about what color do you want your book, cream or off-white? Do you want it 5x7, this, that, whatever? It really helped me so incredibly much that it really gave me a joy to do this book. I have 2 books now that I'm working on after this book, 2 more books that I'm working on. One is completely a business book, and another one is something for the ladies. This is something for the ladies, but it's something else. Hey, it is what it is. And so I'm so excited about it, because to sit down and work on your dream and to put it out there, but to have a team of people that's willing and able. I mean, what I love is when I log into my author center, babe, and I'm able to see your team. Like, this is your team for your press release. This is your team to order books. This is your team about, your sales. This is your team. You know what I'm saying? I have different people that handle that stuff. I don't have to worry about it. It gives me peace so I can pick up the pen and begin again. That's what bars. That's what I'm talking about. It allows me to do that. And so it's an awesome joy to become an author, to get your vision out there, to get your dream out there, your voice out there. It is so motivational. It is, let me just say this. It is a big freaking deal. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, okay, that sounds nice. Let me tell you something. Hey, hear me, sir author, ma'am author. It is a big freaking deal when you put your book out there. It is an awesome deal. I congratulate you. It says that, you know what? I started something and I finished it. I finished it. And now the world will be privy to it. It is an awesome thing. Rejoice and be glad. I am, like I said, I am so excited. Seeing the press releases going out all this week. about this book because it drops September the 29th. It's in pre-order. You could go right now to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Zulon Press, and order you a copy right now. The book drops September the 29th. I am a wealthy woman because I refuse to be abused. The process of being an author is awesome. You just got to find your voice. You got to stick to it. Don't give up. I didn't give up on this book. I didn't give up. I continue to say, you know what? I'm going to keep going. And when I got into a happy place, when I healed myself, worked on personal development, worked on my mind, my body, my spirit, my soul, and came to a place where I could now, because I wanted to be true to the message. I wanted to be true to what I'm putting out there. I didn't want to fake the funk. I didn't want to do that. And now to be able to put that out, it just gives me joy. And I hope that this book gives you joy. I hope you share it with your sisters, share it with your brothers, your mom, your dad, anybody, everybody. Like this one lady said to me, she said, my daughters need to read this, man. She said, shit, my son need to read it. I said, listen, anybody that want to be educated about finances, educated about mental, spiritual, physical, financial, emotional, about having total prosperity in every area, how is one to achieve that? Guys, you need to get the book. I drop it just like this book dropped just now. I drop it in the book. It is an easy read. It's not even that thick, but it's strong and it's to the point. It's an easy read. And I tell you, you do the exercises, you take the pledge that's in the back, the Wealthy Woman Pledge. I'm telling you, guys, it just gives me joy. So with that being said, guys, I hope that you go to Amazon.com, go to BarnesandNoble.com, go to Zulon Press, whichever one you want to go to, and go ahead and order your book. Order 2 or 3, give some out. I'm so excited. The book signing is going to be coming up. I'm excited. I'm going to be in these different places where I can meet you, shake your hand. Thank you for coming, things of that nature. I'm so excited. And I hope you get your voice out there too. Guys, it's our time. A lot of us, we was locked in last year. What are you giving birth to? Get off of all these different crazy sites and get into your mind and start putting some books, some stuff out here so you can help other people. Your message is strong. You got a story in you. It's time for us to find out what your story is. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Go ahead and order your book. My name is Jean Malo Davis, and I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. Remember that you can do anything as long as you don't stop. As long as you don't quit. It don't matter how long it take. It don't matter. As long as you don't quit, I bear witness that it will come into fruition when the time is right. I am so very grateful and thankful to God that this book didn't come out years ago. It came out when it was supposed to. And I hope you enjoyed, and I definitely want to hear from you. And please make sure you like this channel, share, you subscribe, you hit the bell, and make sure you leave a comment below. We really want to hear from you. We thank you for your love and your support. We thank you for being a part of the Wealth Creator family. And I can't wait to hear what you think about this book. Again, my name is Jean Malo Davis. I'm a wealth creator, and I look forward to seeing you Thursday for the Jean Malo Davis Show. God bless you, and I'll see you soon. Take care.